This week's tip is about how to make a center pole ball, and the reason why I'm doing this is all I've been doing lately, getting ready for the yarn tasting at our conference. But it is a useful thing to know how to do. It enables you to make a center pole ball, and I wouldn't do this for a big thing of yarn. I would use a ball winder, but when I'm doing intarsia or ferrule and I need just smaller balls and I don't want the whole thing hanging on, this is a great thing to do. Now, you start with one end of the yarn and you hold it on your nose to pin, and really you don't need a fancy nose to pin. Any stick will do. This is a knitting needle size 12 millimeters, and you hold it and then you wrap the yarn around several times, and then holding the yarn, I hold my with my left hand, the finger there, you go from bottom right to top left and you slightly rotate the needle as you go. And this is yarn that we're using for the yarn tasting. This is Lion Brand's LB collection. It's pure wool. It's very nice. Thank you very much, Lion Brand, for donating it. And this is the yarn that they have also contributed to the goodie bags of the people that are attending. And you just go top, bottom, lower, right, upper, left, and continue to turn. And you can see that I'm getting a nice little pattern there. Now, don't get too persnickety about this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to kind of hang together. Now, this kind of yarn is ideal. It's sticky, so it sticks to the ball as you do it. I was doing some silk lace yarn, Silken Sea fiber from Blue Moon, and it was difficult, whoops, sorry, apologize, to do because it wasn't sticky and it was also not a ton of yarn and the balls were a little slippery. But for wool, alpaca blends, this works pretty well. Now, I've got 40 feet of this that I'm doing. So, and if you can keep it kind of even, it works better, but you can see that I'm not doing this absolutely perfect, but it will still work. And I'm getting close to the end here. If you're getting bored, don't worry, I'm almost done, and we'll see what we do when we finish up. Now, when you finish, or your ball is large enough, if you're working, I've pre-cut this yarn, you take it off and you pinch it and you wrap a section of the yarn around and then you tuck it in. I usually use a crochet hook to do this. And then you can see that the yarn will pull here, and for why it's good for intarsia is instead of using bobbins, the yarn supports its own weight. Again, if it's a sticky yarn, if it's a slippery yarn like bamboo or something, it's just gonna flood out. Now, I owe this skill to Laura Farson, who taught me how to do it. She writes on a lot of Nordic topics, and I'd never taken the time to learn how, and now I think it is something I do all the time.